Most people wish to retire as a millionaire, but how can you make it happen? Retiring comfortably isn't about luck. It is about making informed, consistent choices over time. In this video, we will discuss the steps and the habits that will get you there. Let's get started. They say that the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is today. The same holds true for saving for retirement as well. The first and most crucial step to retiring comfortably is to start preparing as early as you can. I have never heard anyone complain about starting too early to save for their retirement. It is always the other way around. The reason why starting early is so important is because of the effect of compounding. Compounding is like a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small but gains size and speed as it goes. By starting early, your money has more time to grow, and this growth accelerates as the years pass. Starting at the age of 25 instead of 35 could mean retiring with more than double. For example, if you start saving $300 a month at age 25 with an average annual return of 7%, by the age of 65, you would have over $741,000. But if you wait until you are 35 to start, you would end up with just $351,000. That is less than half. In this case, time is money, literally. Now that we understand why starting early is so important, let's discuss lifestyle inflation, which can prevent you from saving at all. As your income grows, it can be tempting to upgrade your lifestyle accordingly. A fancier car, designer clothes, and an expensive watch. These are all nice, but they can seriously derail your path. Instead, maintain your current lifestyle, even as your income increases, or at least keep a balanced approach and only spend a fraction of your raise. Put the rest directly into your savings or investment account. This approach, known as lifestyle stacking, can significantly help you to increase your savings and investments over time. Controlling lifestyle inflation is crucial, but without a solid budget in place, your savings potential can still slip away. I know, budgeting isn't the most exciting topic, but trust me, it is the foundation to reach your goal. The first step is to track your expenses. For 1 month, write down every single thing you spend your money on. This will help you to identify expenses that you can cut back on. Do you really need all those subscriptions you barely use? Once you have a clear picture of your spending, implement the 50-30-20 rule. This means allocating 50% of your income to your needs, like housing, food and utilities, 30% to wants, like entertainment and dining out, and the rest, 20%, to savings, debt repayment or investments, depending on your situation. By following this rule, you are ensuring that you are living within your means and setting aside a significant portion of it. Automating your savings can make this process seamless. Set up automatic transfers from your paycheck directly to your savings or investment account. This way, you will save and invest without even thinking about it. But it is also crucial to build an emergency fund. This helps you to avoid dipping into your retirement savings when unexpected expenses arise. A good rule of thumb is to have 6 months worth of living expenses set aside in a liquid, high-yield savings account. This safety net will keep you on track to reach your financial goals without any interruptions. Now that we have established a strong foundation for saving through budgeting and automation, let's explore how to amplify your long-term financial growth by maximizing retirement accounts. If your employer offers a match, that is essentially free money. Always contribute at least enough to get the full match. For example, if your company matches 50% of your contributions up to 6% of your salary, then you should aim to contribute at least 6% to get that full match. In this case, if you earn $75,000 a year and you contribute $375 per month, your employer would match your contribution with $188 per month. So your total monthly contribution to your retirement plan would be $563. That is about $2,256 in free money every year on top of your salary. Now that you are saving, you have to decide what you should do with that money. As it isn't just about how much you save, but how you invest those savings and what kind of returns you will achieve on them. If you keep your money in a savings account, you will get less than 1%. Stock market indexes have grown historically an average of 8 to 10% per year. And bonds can get you something in between. For example, if you invest $500 for 30 years each month and invest that money at an average return of 5%, then you would have around $407,000 at the end. However, if your portfolio achieves a 12% return, then instead of $407,000, you would have more than $1.5 million in your account. Just think about it. That is 3.5 times more than the original $407,000. And the difference is more than 1.1 million. This is why the investment strategy you choose is so important. You can diversify your investments based on your risk appetite. The higher the risk, the higher the potential reward. You can invest across different asset classes like bonds, stocks, real estate, and even crypto. Each has a different risk profile, and spreading your investments reduces risk and increases the chances of steady growth. It is also crucial to stay the course. Markets will go up and down, and it can be tempting to pull out when things look really bad. But historically, those who stay invested through market downturns tend to come out ahead. Even after the 2008 financial crisis, investors who stayed the course and kept investing through the downturn saw significant gains in the years that followed. The S&P 500 decreased by 37% in 2008, but increased by 26% and 15% in the years that followed. That is why investing regularly on a monthly basis is so important. Don't try to time the market. It doesn't work over the long term. Time in the market is much more important. Investing consistently, you can smoothen out the fluctuations in the market. However, in times of large market downturns and dislocations, it is a good idea to increase your monthly contributions if you have the means to do so, because these increased contributions will increase your returns in the long run. Investing can be intimidating, but letting the fear of risk hold you back could cost you more than you think. Did you know that 65% of people avoid investing due to the fear of losing money? But here's the thing, avoiding risk entirely can be even riskier. Studies show that up to 60% of people avoid financial risk, even when the potential rewards are high. This fear stems from our aversion to loss, known as loss aversion, where losing feels twice as bad as winning feels good. It is human nature to protect what we have, but this fear often leads to missed opportunities. Most millionaires have investments in the stock market because they understand the long-term benefits of taking calculated risk. Historically, the stock market has returned around 10%, but many keep their savings in accounts earning less than 1%. The system is set up in a way that if you don't invest your money, inflation will erode its value over time. On the other hand, those who embrace calculated risk often see substantial rewards. Look at the return of the large tech stocks over the last 10 or 15 years, like Apple, Meta, Amazon, and so on. To overcome your fear of losing money, start by educating yourself. The more you understand about investments, the less intimidating they become. So don't let fear dictate your financial future. This fear often stems from our natural aversion to loss, known as loss aversion, where losing feels twice as bad as winning feels good. Saving and investing are crucial, but so is maximizing your income. In today's gig economy, side hustles have become a powerful tool to increase your cash flow. Based on a survey, Millionaires on average have 7 streams of income. By diversifying your income sources, you are not only accelerating your savings, but also providing yourself with financial security. Because if one of your income streams dries up, you have others to fall back on. The number of people having a side hustle has significantly increased over the last decade, with 36% of people reporting a side hustle. They said that they make an extra $891 per month. But it is not just about the extra money. It is about using your skills and your passions to create additional value. As we wrap up, keep in mind that the journey to retiring comfortably isn't about luck or extraordinary income. It is about making smart, consistent choices over time. With the right mindset, strategic savings, investments, and discipline, you can reach your financial goals. And that was it for today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch another video. See you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.